Yes! Yes! Yes, mother! Boom! Let's go, boy. Look, I wish I could scream as loud as I could, but it's past midnight. So, um, sorry, this video is coming out a little later. I actually was watching the next game. I was watching Vancouver go up against Pumas. I was watching that game after the Inter Miami and the LAFC game, and now we know who's going to be our opponent in the semifinals. But god damn, Messi is a freaking goat. I don't care what you Ronaldo fans are telling me in the comments saying that Ronaldo's better than Guido Bites. Go get motherfuckers. I don't care. Messi, freaking goated, is GOAT. Inter Miami pages are advertising this game as the comeback. They're talking about the comeback. And they actually were right. Because this man on the poster right behind me, he did it. Of course, he didn't do it all by himself. He definitely had some help. But he did that. A damn good victory. Okay, Usteri versus Lawrence, if I said it right. Those two players collide against each other in the FIFA World Cup. So, what we needed to do is we need to score more than 2 goals. 2 goals or more to advance. And I said this in the last video. We cannot, under any circumstances, give up a goal. And they did that almost immediately. Because, yes, while LAFC has some chances, like this jerk that should have been sent off the last game, Nathan Ordaz, he was blocked. 3 corner kicks for Inter Miami, one of which was cleared away and punched out, and the pass goes right back in the box. There's 3 LAFC players in the box and 1 Inter Miami player right in front of Usteri. And while Miami players were running that way and the ball's coming this way, they reacted too late to get back in the box to try to stop Aaron Long to snipe that in the box. And now we have a problem. The problem now is they have the away goal advantage. Let me explain why. Considering that it's a 1-0 shutout in Los Angeles, right? Because LAFC has one point, even though that should never have happened. And Inter Miami got shut out, right? They got shut out. If Miami did not get shut out, right? If they scored an away goal, that means the other away team would have to tie it up in order to go to extra time. However, now that LAFC has the away goal, that means even if we tie it up, if the score is 2-1 in this game, it would still be 2-2 in aggregation. But considering LAFC has an away goal, that means they would still advance, even though the game is tied, the aggregation is tied because of the away goal advantage. If Miami has scored away goal in Los Angeles, it would not have been. See my point here? It's complicated. I think it's a stupid rule, but it's the rule. It's the rule. But regardless, can't even be mad. You can't even be mad the fact that it's the away goal advantage that might screw us up. This goal happened in the 9th minute, which was sniped into the back of the net by Aaron Long. And now you're down 0-2 in aggregation, plus the away goal advantage. It's a big problem. It is a big problem to begin with. It is a nightmare start for Inter Miami. Now for the rest of the game, they have to dig deep. So in the 13th minute, Falcone with the header that missed a little bit high. Boanga, who just torched Inter Miami in the first half. I mean, torched. He just missed it high wide to the right. Corner kick for Inter Miami. Jordi Alba could not get it in because he got blocked. And Suarez just missed it with the header to the left. LAFC was called offside, though. Tillman gets fouled by Wangat. There'll be a free kick for him. And Tillman's shot from free kick was stopped by Usteri. That was a good save, too. I mean, I'll just say this, too. It's not just Messi that did it by himself. You got to clap your hands to Usteri. He was also the reason that Inter Miami was able to win this game because of the crucial saves. Boanga, a little bit after that, missed it on a difficult angle to right. Corner kick for LAFC. That went nowhere. Messi was on his way to the goal. That was stopped by the LAFC goalkeeper. I mean, marvelous save, sure. Then the 30th minute, there would be a block. There will be a yellow card shown. He fouls Messi. And this would be a yellow card. Now, this would be a free kick, right? This would be a free kick for Messi. But in this case, in this scenario, did the whistle blow? Did that whistle blow? That was the big question. Because what ended up happening was LAFC's set-piece defense was caught napping, and Messi with the instant strike to the back of the net to tie it up 1-1 not in aggregation, but in this game. Messi with a quick free kick, but it didn't count. That goal was nullified because the fact the referee did not blow a whistle. That is unfortunate. That was too quick a reaction, and the goal was not counted. And Messi's free kick was blocked twice in a row. 34th minute under, if I said it right, I don't think I did. He tried to shoot one in, but that was stopped by Usteri. And the 35th minute, and like I said in the last video with the Toronto game, Messi would not be denied. Messi scores a beauty to the top right corner, and he would eventually make it 1-1 into Miami in the second leg. And the game is tied up 1-1. However, the aggregation is still 2-1 in favor of LAFC, which means we still have to score at least two goals. But this is a step in the right direction, as there's still some hope to lean on. There'll be a handball by Ande. Suarez nearly puts one into the top right corner from the left foot, but that was stopped by the goalkeeper. And Messi nearly ties it up. Oh, so close, but that was stopped by the goalkeeper. Corner kick for Inter Miami. Redondo just missed from the corner from Messi. Just a little bit too high from the header. Man, I mean, Redondo had a right idea. He had a right idea. How about Redondo? Redondo was playing good football tonight. And then 3 corner kicks in a row for Inter Miami, all of which went nowhere, as Redondo had the best chance to the center of the box. I mean, that was a quick ricochet. Redondo had a right idea. He had a good idea to try to strike it in with the hook. It just went too high. Went too high up. And it's not a difference maker, but it was close to being one. Redondo with a good effort, man, I swear to you. Boanca gets blocked, thankfully. Corner kick for LAFC. That went nowhere. And it became a corner kick for Inter Miami. Noah Allen was blocked. Another corner kick for Inter Miami. That went nowhere. And halftime. Halftime would be 1-1 in second leg. 2-1 aggregation, LAFC. And 45 minutes left for Inter Miami to either get the comeback miracle or they get eliminated. They get absolutely eliminated. Oh, my cats are fighting outside. So immediately, Luis Suarez was called offside. There will be a corner kick for LAFC. LAFC nearly had a really fast start. This would have been even more of a problem. Ryan Hollistead tries to strike it into the center of the box, but Usteri with a great save from that cross. Great save by Usteri. Oh my god, both of my cats are actually beating the crap out of each other. Ignore it, they do this all the time. Brother sister fights. Anyway, Rollinstead, I already talked about that. Corner kick for LAFC, that went nowhere. Sogavia, I mean, that was close. Actually, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I took care of the cat problem. The thing is, those two cats, sometimes they fight each other, and that's one of the instances that near 1 in the morning they were fighting, and they were fighting literally outside my door. So I do apologize for that cut. I was hoping I wouldn't edit, but here we are. Anyway, so Gavia tries to shoot one in, but that was stopped by the LAFC's goalkeeper. Then there will be a yellow card shown to Yannick Bright. That was a silly foul to do. Substitution for Inter Miami. Karmashi comes in for Yannick Bright almost immediately after the yellow card was shown towards him. Karmashi gets blocked. Then Luis Suarez almost gets it in, but that was stopped by LAFC's goalkeeper. Tillman gets fouled. He wins a free kick, and that went nowhere. And then corner kick for Inter Miami. So Gavia gets blocked initially, and then Noah Allen tries to do that. Actually, he technically succeeded, because he was initially credited with this. He was trying to do that chip over towards the box. And what ended up happening was Redondo was in the proximity. And initially I was thinking offside. But then I looked at it more. I thought the ball just missed Redondo. I thought it missed Redondo for a second because Noah Allen had that last touch. It chipped over the goalkeeper, almost skid past Redondo. It turns out Redondo did get that last touch. And the LAFC player, defenseman, was trying to clear that ball out of here. But then by the time he tried doing that, that ball already went across the goal line, and that ball went to the top netting, back down, which means it's a goal in the 61st minute. Noah Allen was originally credited for a goal, but they said Redondo got that last touch. So Redondo ties the game 2-2 in aggregation, takes the lead in this game 2-1. Now we need one more to take the lead in aggregation, and it's no small task. But there is hope because there's at least half hour left. So you cannot count out Inter Miami. Tillman a free kick. In the 65th minute, that was a great save by Usteri. Then in the 67th minute, this is where I believe a controversy happened in this game against Inter Miami once again. Because I feel as though, especially me, I'll say it again, LAFC favoritism. Luis Suarez was caught offside. However, the original look, he was not offside. Okay, he was not offside. He was on. He had the right angle and the right spot to get that into the back of the net. Okay? That was a spectacular goal that was robbed, an absolute robbed Luis Suarez. And the guys at the commentary booth drew an imaginary line, the red line that curved straight, but the angle had the white line going down like this, where the straightforward line judge's view is. Red line, white line. An awful drawing. And yet they said, because the red line, the call's right. Bullshit. You gotta take a look at it again. So that's 2 goals that are disallowed for some reason. The first reason was because the whistle was not blown for Messi, and phantom offside. That he was not offside. I'm sorry, he wasn't. Don't tell me, do not ask me, did I watch the game? Yes, I watched the game, and I'm here to tell you that was not offside. Absolutely not offside. But hey, all's forgiven. Anyway, Falcone, a little bit after that, gets a yellow card. This is where the frustration starts to boil in. Blanca, almost with that breakaway, that was stopped by Usteri. Great save to keep the game within. Substitution for LAFC. Segura comes in for Under. Allende with the shot attempt, but he missed it to the right. Luis Suarez with the header. I mean, that was a tough angle to get the header in anyway. Corner kick for it to Miami. And then something happened. The ball pops up in the air, and the ball landed in the arm of Marlon. Oh no! So by rule, they go to VAR because when that ball landed on the arm of Marlon, there was a shout for handball. An absolute huge shout for handball. And the referee went to VAR and clear and obvious handball. And it happened in the box too, which means it's a penalty. Penalty against LAFC. And you know who's going to take that one. Of course, it's the GOAT. Somebody commented, fatty boy, that Messi's a fatty boy, that Ronaldo could do better, but yet completely humiliates the goalkeeper of LAFC. Messi would take a 3-2 aggregation lead against LAFC and a 3-1 lead against LAFC, and Messi was one of the big reasons why we won this game, and also, too, that's LAFC's fault, too. They got themselves into that situation, and Messi capitalized on it. And we have a 3-2 aggregation lead against LAFC. The comeback was made. Now can Miami hold on? And that's a huge toll, especially against an LAFC team that is so good. Suarez nearly makes it 4-2 aggregation. That would have been spectacular, but he missed it to the right. Substitutions into Miami. Aviles comes in for Segovia, and Gonzalo Lujan comes in for Allende. So Inter Miami is calling up on the pitch the defensive reinforcements, and it's a good call by Mascherano. Meanwhile, LAFC home replaces Palencia, and Giroud, if I said it right, comes in for Ortez. Blanca, breakaway. There was a breakaway, and that was immediately robbed by Usteri. One of the best saves I've seen this season. LAFC corner, Ryan Hollistead with the header, and that was also stopped by Usteri. Great save by Usteri. And then Marlon, the person that committed that handball in the box. This piece of shit, with a bad and takedown, it's not takedown, I'm just joking, but a bad hit on Messi. Messi was clearly hurt. He was able to play through, thankfully. Marlon with the bad contact on Messi. That's just a piece of shit move. A piece of shit move. And Inter Miami players know it. That's why Jerry, a fight broke loose. I don't know if I was watching hockey or WWE, but they were beating the crap out of each other. They were fighting. Everybody was beating the crap out of each other. So it was a good fight. It was definitely a good fight. But Marlon only gets a yellow card out of this one. Should have been a red. But he gets a yellow card. So we got 6 minutes of stoppage, at least. And Blanca, again, through the through ball break. And that was stopped by Usteri. Corner kick for LAFC. And another corner kick for LAFC. Holm was blocked out of here. And then another yellow card, just a careless act by LAFC. Segura gets a yellow card after a pretty relentless foul on Noah Allen. And Noah Allen, thankfully he's okay. He was able to play through the rest of the game. One more substitution after the foul on Suarez, because Ryan Hollistead was ready to get the free kick going. One more substitution for Inter Miami. Fafa Picot comes in for Suarez. Great substitution. We needed that speed, that late speed for a defensive reinforcement. And with that being said, the final whistle has been blown. Inter Miami wins this game 3-1. And more importantly, no more away goal advantage as Inter Miami takes that aggregation lead. And they finished it. They made that comeback. And they advanced to the semifinals in CONCACAF Champions Cup. They advanced to the semifinals, and they're going to take on Vancouver Whitecaps, who are now the best team in the West. Probably the best team in the league right now. Vancouver Whitecaps versus Inter Miami. That's next, the semifinals. That's why I was late. I wanted to watch that game. Pumas was this close to winning, but then a thriller from the Vancouver player in stoppage time, 93rd minute of stoppage, won Vancouver a game. But this game, Messi, Redondo, and Usteri did it for us. When we look at the team stats, 60.4% percentage for Inter Miami, 39.6% for LAFC. Both teams with 9 shots on targets, believe it or not. Both teams with 9 shots on targets, but 3 of them went to the back of the net for Inter Miami, including the penalty kick. Only 1 for LAFC, which means 8 saves for Usteri and 6 for LAFC goalkeeper. 10 corner kicks for LAFC, 9 corner kicks for Inter Miami, 21 shot attempts for Inter Miami, 14 shot attempts for LAFC, 16 fouls for Inter Miami, 12 for LAFC, 2 yellow cards for Inter Miami, 3 yellow cards for LAFC, and that's pretty much it. And this is such a big win, such a big win for Inter Miami. And now that I mention it, they did it even without Sergio Busquets, because you got to remember Busquets was suspended for yellow card accumulation in the first leg. He did not play this game due to suspension, and Inter Miami still, somehow, someway made this comeback and got the job done against LAFC and saw such a big win. I'm happy. I'm freaking happy, man. However, job's not done in the CONCACAF. Let's go, Vancouver. I don't know when the game's going to happen quite yet. I imagine they'll probably announce it after this video is over. But regardless of that, I would like to say thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do a heat recap tomorrow morning. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I was too late, and also too, I kind of want to save that frustration for the heat recap tomorrow morning because there was some bullshit in that heat game. Because of course, right? Yeah, heat recap tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Thank you all so much once again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami TVG is back. And when he does, he'll be right there with the fear team you deserve. This is Miami TVG. Sign off, folks. Adios. Vamos.